What is up, people? You're here with your boy TheFinalTapout, and today I'm giving you another installment of Zephix news. So today this is a quick news bite, and we're covering two main topics. The first is the Xbox 360, and it's hard to believe it, but the judge has actually ruled that the Xbox 360 will be banned, but it's now sent to the commission, and they will make their final decision at the end of the year whether to actually push it for the president to actually look at it. And it's kind of weird because, as we know, most of the Xbox components and a lot of the actual Microsoft company and games and just everything that's to do with Microsoft is made in America, and you go and ban it there, then how you expect the rest of the world to be using that system? Just let's put that in perspective. And the reason why they're banning it, as you know, Motorola said that there were a lot of video codecs that the Xbox is actually using that is from Motorola, and now they're also saying that it's also embedded within Windows as well. So that's another bigger issue as well. So it's kind of iffy on that. My own opinion is I'm iffy on this because I know majority of the Microsoft components that you need to play is coming from America, and that if you actually shut it down there, then how you expect the sales to actually happen, right? You're gonna actually end up just destroying the gaming market, because you'll just be left with the PlayStation and you'll be left with the Nintendo, and as you know, the Wii is nowhere near the PlayStation or the Xbox. And if you take out the Xbox, then who is PlayStation going to compete with? They can just like lay off the accelerator pedal. They don't have to actually work on anything. They can just keep throwing out like lackluster games, and you just have to enjoy it that way. So I would like nothing to happen to Xbox. I don't wish them any problems, and I hope that Microsoft can find a way to getting around this, or just pay Motorola, because as you know, that's what always happens. I mean, look at Black Ops 2. People were saying that game's not going to come out, and that the developers are fighting, and eventually they just had to pay them. They just had to get it out of the way because they wanted that game to be released. Okay, the second little bit of information is Mass Effect 3. As you all know, we played Mass Effect 3, and a lot of people hated the game, and they are dissing it, and they were writing the forums, and there's also controversy behind the endings, because at the end of the game you had your team leaving you had Shepard dying, you had the mass relays all exploding, so no one in the universe could move around. So what it's telling us is a picture at the end of the whole scenario is that everyone would die. So they made a new DLC, and I'm hoping that you guys are happy with it, because now what it does is that it explains the endings more perfectly. Your team doesn't just leave you, but you actually see, for example, your pilot, he's actually saying, I can't leave him, I don't want to leave Shepard where he actually is, and then they say we have to leave, and you see him crying, and then they actually fly away. They just try to make the endings much more simpler for you to understand what is actually happening, but you need to understand this is not a fairy tale game. There's no pixies and rainbows, and you're not going to walk off into the sunshine, because if you played the first level, you would understand what I'm trying to tell you is that it's a very dark and grim future, and it's trying to show us that our hero saved the world, but it came at some cost, which was his life and the life of many other heroes. So hope you guys enjoyed this just recap or news on Mass Effect 3's new DLC. You can download that's free, as well as the Xbox ban. What are your opinions on that?